Welcome to All Things Considered on NPR. This is Roger Hinckelberg. Today we'll be talking about the economic efficiency of Russia. Are they really that far in debt? Nah, just kidding, guys.
It's the Retro Rush Hour. Thanks for that, JR.
Anytime.
That was brilliant. And it sounds so real, too, because that's how... I was halfway ready to launch into the Sweaty Balls SNL thing.
Oh, that would work.
You're listening to BVZ Radio, the voice of Barron. Hey, it's me, Ryan Maloney. You're listening to the Retro Rush Hour again. I'm here with my two very special guests, JR and Miss Lady Tay.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Oh, my God. That was a great bit. I
Thank you.
I want to do something like that every time we open the mic.
That would be a good idea.
It was perfect because it was
That's your
dead
gimmick.
silent.
It was, yeah.
That is your
Beautiful.
gimmick.
It's like, I just get, like, there's gonna be somebody out there who's like listening, like, what does he say? NPR? Wait, what?
No. That can't be.
Oh, good. We got a great show for you today. Our theme is early pop hits of the 2000s. So, talking about playing songs that are or have already reached their 10th birthday to make us all feel old because we're all aged and crippled now. These are some of the songs that I used to hear on Star 104 as a kid when my parents weren't around because I didn't have cool parents who let me listen to that stuff. But Tay did.
A good old gospel, right?
And yeah.
Something like that.
Peace be with you.
Yeah. Oh dear God! Don't even get me started. Anyway,
You went to Catholic school, didn't you? Whenever you were
no,
little?
I didn't. They made me go to like Sunday school, like CCD type stuff, and that was a nightmare, man.
Hey! I actually do vocational Bible school.
that's fine.
I did
I'm
as well.
advocate.
Nothing wrong with that.
I teach
good,
it.
Good for you.
Damn it!
Fine with that. Yeah, no, for me it was a nightmare because, well, even like some of the priests we had come in and like talk to us were
He
like,
gave you special talks.
Just little sketchy. Be like, all right, gentlemen, we're going to talk about the love of God. Bend over, please.
well, it was yeah, right. Okay, pedophilia. Check.
I didn't know you're Catholic, JR.
Wow. It's repressed. It's very repressed.
Oh my God, yes. Okay. Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So this is one of the things that a priest said to me. And Tay, I know you're gonna take issue with this because you're one of the few cool religious people that I know.
I'm chill.
It's one of the things this priest said to me in. This has nothing to do with anything. We're just starting off the show.
We have like a good agenda and it always ends up in a Shiza show. A Shiza show. That's how we're gonna start it off.
It does. So yeah. What was I saying? Oh, right. Oh, okay. So this priest told us that, like, one of the things that is, like, an absolute sin for you to do, like, is a sin. He was like, and this falls under,
Don't beat your meat.
Yeah. he said, this falls under the commandment, thou shalt not, God, what is it? Covet thy neighbor's wife, or, like, or like...
Tell me, are you going for watching porn? Is that where you're going?
No, not that. No.
Okay.
Not even worse.
Oh.
He said if you look at a member of the opposite sex and like think about sex, it's a sin.
You're raised Catholic, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They kind of take it to a little bit of the extreme.
they do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that's where I was like, okay, no. Like, we're all human here, like, come on.
Yeah,
Come on.
it's your free will.
Yeah.
Is what I believe. Okay. Isn't there also like a religious thing that they have on BVZ radio?
There is.
And we're kind of stealing their thunder.
Why don't you guys talk about this?
Advance towards me, brethren.
Think of it as a positive light. We'll give them something to play off of. Once we're done.
Exactly.
Be like, we heard that the Retro Rush Hour is talking crap on religion. Well, we're here to tell you.
I'm justifying it, okay? I'm just saying, like, okay, Catholicism could be a little bit
I was going to say, old school, old school Catholicism
It's a little extreme
on times
sometimes,
focuses on the negative side of things rather than the positive.
Very much so.
Hey, I'm just saying, if God didn't think that our bodies are beautiful, then we wouldn't have been naked whenever we were first made.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Boom goes the
Then
dynamite.
then again, the flip side of the coin is, if we're made in His image, then why do we have these dirty thoughts? Does He have these dirty thoughts?
Yeah.
No,
And are they
that's
dirty?
your free will. God gave us free will. You think everything's predestined? If so,
You
then
can
why would
choose
we
from
have...
phantom fears. That's what I keep thinking of when you say free will. I'm just thinking, I will choose free will.
Rush. See, it all plays back together. Retro Rush Hour.
It does.
And we're back on topic.
And boom goes the dynamite.
All right, we're back on
Let's do
topic.
it. Yes. I feel so good about that. All right, well, we're going to get started. We're going to hash out this discussion on religion, and we're going to get you started with our first song. Nothing to do with Rush, but it's Angel by Shaggy. Great song. You're going to love it on BVZ Radio, the voice of Baron.
Now this one dedicated to all of you them who out there and know to say nice things to them girls. Hey.
Who let the dogs out?
Let's get it started in here.
And the bass keeps running.
And running. You're listening to BVZ Radio, the voice of Baron. That's Let's Get It Started by the Black Eyed Peas. Great song. Sorry we had to cut you off from Angel there. I don't know why. Groove Shark is just a mess. I'm Ryan Maloney. I'm here with JR and Miss Lady.
Hello, we're back.
We're back. that was quite the short music break. Probably because
Are you having issues with your chair over there?
Issues. I was just out of it
These
today.
chairs suck. I don't know why. Like they don't give us
goony and
comfy
tall
ones.
though, so
Okay, yeah.
backing my legs off things.
Well, yeah, and we're all gonna have back problems when we're 60 anyway.
Yep.
so
I already have
That's gonna
arthritis, so we're good.
yeah,
We're good.
yeah, we're screwed.
Yeah, not figure or not literally.
Yeah,
Yeah, just figured.
it's a shame it
Just
wasn't.
figuratively.
Anyway,
Life sucks.
Well, we can fix that right here on the radio. Hold on.
BVZ Radio, where sex happens.
Need sound effects. Need sound
Yeah,
effects.
we
Yeah.
do. We
Oh,
need the
God.
soundboard.
Oh.
Yes, oh
That would
my
be
God.
good. Yeah. Request that for next time.
I will.
There you go.
I will.
We need
Do you know this thing is like several like. It's like it's probably like $40,000. This like
Wow.
soundboard or something like that. It's like super expensive. I just heard
would-
that the other day.
Yeah,
I don't know
I'm
why.
surprised.
I wouldn't have guessed $40,000, but yeah. Well,
It has
Yeah.
multiple buttons on it. It's usually very expensive.
bright and shiny
Yeah.
buttons. Yeah.
It's just crazy to me.
I want to press
like,
a button.
Do you want to press a
It
button?
makes me want to press a button.
What button do you want to press?
I was always told to press the big red button, so I probably shouldn't press the big red button.
I wouldn't press the big red button. I mean, there's multiple big red buttons.
I know the options.
There's a reset button. I wonder what that does.
If you guys
I
have
don't
we're
know.
talking about
we
the
should probably
soundboard.
press it right now.
We're done.
Yeah.
Yes. Soundboards.
Good.
Rhino, touch your big red button.
Oh, stop! You're making me blush. Anyway, what was I going to talk about? Oh, these. So I made a list of last night. Me, JR, and Miss Lady were talking about several pop songs. We were playing Dark Horse. I think. What else?
Play Dark Horse.
I was doing older songs. I was doing that song, "Row to Me."
Yeah,
the
that.
old,
Yeah,
like, 90s,
okay.
dude, that's-
Yes. So we were playing a bunch of songs, and like I wanted to get your guys' opinions on these songs. I mean, I know you said you took a look at the list and you heard some of them before, but a couple of them you didn't. But the first one is Pompeii by Bastille. We actually had a big thing that we were talking about last week, so I'm eager to hear. Have you heard this, JR?
I don't know. Did you? Yeah, I don't think I was
You
looped
haven't?
into
I
this
don't
conversation.
Think I have.
Okay, I'm gonna play the song for
if
you.
I hear it, I
Maybe,
might know
yeah.
it.
You
I
will
might.
know it once you hear it because
Okay,
it's
I had
so
to-
popular. We did like an acapella like singing thing of it too. Like it was really good. Yeah, I'll have to show you guys. But yeah,
Oh,
look at
that'd
that.
be
It's the first thing that pops up
it
on YouTube.
is.
Wow.
Okay, so this is the song. If it doesn't give me an ad, nope, it's gonna give me an ad, of course.
Of course it gives it.
But it's it's one of those pop songs where I like heard it when I was in the gym lifting, and I thought it was something like. I thought it was something from like the 80s. I was like, oh, this is really good.
okay.
What is this? It must be older. And it's actually brand new. So here it is. So take a listen. You know it?
I got the face.
Okay.
I think I do.
This makes me think of Coming to America, but
Yes.
I don't think
In the
I've heard this
beginning-
song.
In
Yeah.
the beginning, it's I thought I was just like, wait, let it roll for a second. I'm gonna try to.
I was left to my own
See, I like the beginning because it's like the whole like jungle thing, like, oh, we're in the bush and we're gonna kill us a cat.
Oh,
like that's
okay.
what it makes me think of. It's just like,
Yeah.
God.
Now, what this
I
has to
don't-
do with Pompeii, I'm not exactly sure. But
I don't either. Something about, volcano and people.
Wait, Pompeii got blown up by a volcano? This is news to me.
Do what?
This is the chorus right here.
But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed?
You need to calm down your head ball, bro. I was shooting from your
No, I'm going to dance like a white boy, all right?
Okay, so you haven't heard that before?
I have not heard that one.
I've heard before,
Okay.
like once or twice, but it's just like I'm not crazy about it.
Does it almost feel like you've been here before?
I'm gonna say like I've been here bfor.
Yeah, okay, all right,
It's
fair
okay,
enough.
but it's like whenever I hate the gym's music. It is god awful.
Oh, it wasn't at this gym. It was at Snap. This was
okay.
like 6
Even
months
better.
ago. Yeah.
No,
oh no,
this gym is awful
gym's
again.
music sucks.
It
yeah.
really does.
Every time you go
'cause
in there, okay, I have a feeling like it's just like it's deja vu.
Yeah,
you
oh,
go
yeah.
in there because did you ever notice every time you go in there you hear Miley Cyrus wrecking?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Every
Like,
time.
all the
Every
time now?
Every
Jeez.
time.
It's
It
like I
doesn't
can't
fail.
lift to this. This
Yeah,
isn't music.
When I would go in, and that wrecks
like
my
that.
whole thing.
Yeah.
and we're done. Yeah.
that like
I would come in. I'd be like,
microphone?
good. We're gonna get a pump. We're gonna get a vibe. Oh, I forgot my iPod. It's all right. They have music. I've got the eye of the tiger. Well, Katy Perry. I guess I'm not lifting anymore, huh?
And then you have like everybody on the ellipticals just like woo, 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 and start getting.
You're gonna hear me roar. Like,
Just get the biggest burliest man in there singing that song.
You and Harp should do that one time. Just
Oh,
totally
God,
bust
yes.
out.
we
You're
like
gonna hear me roar. Doing butterflies.
we have talked about doing so many like crazy things in that gym. Like for the last time that we're in there, like we've talked about just like going up to kids and like trying to fight them. We've talked to like the usual rogues gallery. We've talked about them
Don't
on the
fight
show
Luke Kane.
before.
Don't fight Luke Kane.
No, Luke Kang's good in my book.
No.
I like
the
Liu
only
Kang.
way you can fight
Fight.
Liu Kang is if you come up in blue pants and a black vest with
Yeah.
a hat that has a
Aviators.
a hat that has a metal rim. Kung Lao.
I was thinking aviators though.
Oh, I was
Like
thinking you were
Cage.
going for Raiden.
Oh, Raiden, you could do that too.
I am the Thunder God.
Hear
I challenge
him roar.
you.
You're gonna hear
Oh. Liu Kang.
If you
Get
can,
over here.
if you can, find out whoever's on what do you call it, on duty at the time.
Yeah.
Have them plug in your iPod and have the theme
Mortal
song
Kombat-
come on.
I have that. I have that on
Stand there
my
and pose.
iPod.
Get over here.
Y'all can shut up. I have that on my iPod.
Good. We'll do it. I'm so down.
No, just go over and unplug his treadmill, and then he looks back. He'd be like,
He'll do the fly kick thing.
just like, get over here. That's horrible. Okay, what's the next one?
Okay,
Get
next
off
pop
topic.
song.
Right.
Talk Dirty to Me by Jason Derulo. Have you heard of it?
The name sounds familiar, but I can't say that I know it off
That
the top
is
of my
utterly
head.
disappointing that
We're
they
gonna play
do
this
not.
one.
That's utterly disappointing that they took a song by Poison and changed it.
Wait, really?
That
Talk
might be
Dirty
why
to
it
Me.
sounds
Is that a
familiar. That's
Poison
a
song?
Poison
Yeah,
song.
that
this
is.
I didn't know that. I'm not big on Poison, but
What?
Poison's alright. No, I don't
like
mind
Poison.
Poison. I just don't go out of my way to listen to them.
I like
is
Poison.
really how that goes. Okay, here we go.
Baby, talk
No
dirty
ad?
to me.
No ad, please. No ad.
And
Look it up. Promise me. You have the retro rush hour, but you don't know Poison Talk Dirty to Me.
I know Poison. I'm trying to think of the song and I can't.
I'm trying to sing it to you. It's not,
I'm trying to get
to
this thing to
serenade
load.
you with
I
Poison.
am. I'm trying to sing it.
Come on, Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo.
Featuring 2 Chainz.
Really?
Not the rapper, but 2 actual chains.
There we go.
No. So, okay, it's the Poison one that I guess is the only one I've heard.
This one has like the like doo, 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 doo. Is that it?
Does it? I'm trying to think of
what?
what you mean by do. Oh, the
Yes.
saxophone.
Yes.
Yes. That song.
Still in the dark
Yes.
because I
Okay,
haven't heard
all
this.
I like it.
Do you like it? Okay, good.
I like
I'm glad.
it.
I'm glad. Okay, because
like-
I
whenever-
like it too.
Hey,
Because I like
whenever
that
I'm
sax
driving in
beat.
my car, like I'm all leaned back in my 2-door, I feel like a classy jazzy black man. Just
Yeah, it's so good, and I just like the bass is so good. Like I turn this up in my Malibu too.
There you
My
go.
gold Malibu, and I just feel like a badass.
Yeah. I was driving to whenever I was on I-90, and I was like,
Yeah,
get the swag going.
it's so good. Okay, I'm glad. Yeah, well, you only got a little.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Let's see.
it seems like a good song. I mean,
Okay.
I'd listen to it.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Check mark.
Check mark. Good. Okay, and my next one is anything by Pitbull. It's not actually a song, just anything by
Okay,
Pitbull in
okay.
general.
Oh,
What is
anything
your
by
opinion
okay.
on Pitbull?
Take it.
Not terrible, but I wouldn't listen to it I'll go out of my way to listen to it.
I'm
If it
glad.
came on, I'd be like, okay, what else is on? Let's
I'm
see,
glad.
Let's see what here. Let's hear. Yeah.
I am so happy you brought this up.
Okay.
This is a debate every time I go home with my brother.
Okay, all right.
My brother and I fight about this every time because he hates Pitbull with a burning passion. Hates him because he said he can't rap. He says 2 lines in English and that's cool, but don't just go off in Spanish. Because then you're just singing in Spanish. You're not rapping.
Mm-hmm.
But I like it, okay? I like Pitbull because, like, I put it on whenever I go running, and that's just like that. It has a good beat to it.
Mm-hmm.
He's not an actual artist. He's not an actual rapper. I don't think he's a feature artist.
Yes.
It's like I can't listen to a song completely by Pitbull, like, crazy. About
I will
about
admit,
1/3 through the song, I'm next.
Yeah.
I can't.
I
do
will
it.
admit, I've listened to a couple of his songs one time just to see if I could decipher the Spanish. Too quick for me. I just, the first word was the. We're good. That's about all I got.
I like him, but I just can't do an entire song by him.
Yeah.
But if there's a few of them, Back in Time is one of them. Shake Sonora, that's another one.
Okay.
It has a good beat to it, and I've been running like 5 miles, so you kind of need that little pick me up.
True.
So
That's like,
Little.
and I would count myself among the class of your brother. I can't really stand him.
yeah.
Oh, really?
I
You don't like him at
I don't
all?
like him.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I'll say this because I like that Usher song, DJ Got Us Falling in Love Again. Do you know that song?
Yeah.
I think I do. Yeah.
Baby tonight. That one.
Oh yeah, yeah, mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like that one. I can tolerate him in that because it's just like a little part and
I
it's
can't.
like that one. Really?
I don't like the main song.
But you like Back in Time. I can't
like
stand that because I heard that at the end credits of Men in Black 3.
I
I was like,
liked it.
where's the Will Smith song?
No.
This is
Pitbull. And I'm
true.
like, no.
See, I missed the Will Smith song, but Will Smith had to give it up. Come on.
I love Will Smith.
I
I
like
want to
him.
see him rap again.
I like him, but
day.
seeing what he's doing with his daughter just killed me.
Oh, well,
It's like
yeah.
your daughter's 11 and you're letting her get her lip pierced and nose pierced. Come on, you're pushing your I'm the cool Hollywood dad thing a little too much.
That's true.
Grow up. That got me.
You know, she's going to be in a remake of Annie soon.
Really?
His
Oh,
little
wow,
girl,
that's,
Willow,
that's
yeah.
surprising. I would've
Is she
guessed
gonna
that.
play Annie?
She's going to play Annie, yeah.
Really?
It's really, it's really surreal. Like, you watch the trailer and, like, Jamie Foxx is, like, the old kind uncle. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
It's really weird. And then
Daddy
Cameron Diaz
Warbucks?
is the... Maybe? Yeah.
Daddy
yeah,
Warbucks
yeah, yeah,
is-
yeah,
He's
yeah.
not the kind of uncle that's one who adopts Annie.
Yes. Yeah. He's
Okay.
the one who adopts Annie. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
all
so-
right, I see
you
what
don't
you're
like Jamie Foxx?
No, I'm just like I'm
Racist.
I'm
I don't-
so taken aback by
Oh,
this
yeah, I
because
know.
I loved Annie as a little kid, and she was
It's a
the
little
weird
red-haired girl.
little pale afroed girl, and
I
like
didn't,
there's
I didn't like it. I didn't like Annie when I was a kid.
I wasn't a
Sorry.
big fan
Yeah.
either.
I was in the
honestly.
plays and everything.
Oh,
And to
okay.
think about this is just it's weird.
It is.
It's
It
just,
is.
It's
It's
weird.
Weird,
Very
Brad.
weird.
It's very weird.
No, that it's just like all the old movies. You guys notice all the old movies? I think they're running out
Out of
of
ideas?
ideas
sure,
for the
yeah.
new ones.
They're
Or
done,
they're
yeah.
just lazy.
They're
yeah.
redoing Oz, the Great and Powerful Oz, Wizard of Oz. They redid that.
You know,
yeah,
I wanted to... I
his
wanted to
name?
see that, and then I heard mixed things about it.
I heard very mixed.
Yeah. But, like, you're talking about the one that came out a couple years ago, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
with
the Great
James
and Power-
Franco.
that's
Yeah.
the,
Yeah, mhm.
that's the Great and Powerful Oz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then there was the old one. That's the Wizard of Oz.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, and then there was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. They redid that one as well.
And, and let's
we
be
have-
honest.
we
yes,
had
let's be
mixed
honest.
feelings
Gene
with
Wilder
this.
is much better than Johnny Depp.
No.
I want to
Ding,
talk
ding,
about
ding,
this now. I
ding,
want to
ding,
talk
ding,
about this.
ding.
I want to talk about this because I
Okay.
have things to say about this.
Oh,
too.
good. All right, let's talk about it then.
All right. Okay. Well, I didn't mean to cut you both
No,
off.
it's
Go,
fine.
go.
Go for
Okay,
it.
so
It's your show.
yeah. I love the original. I love the Gene Wilder original. Like, regardless of what, like, I'll still, like, Harper and I will get back from lifting some days, and I'll be like, the Candyman
Man
can
can.
cause he mixes it with love.
Love
I
makes
will,
the
just
world
because
taste good.
it's so, like, the songs are so good in that. Like,
Yes.
I've got a golden ticket.
and it's creepy, but in like you
a
want to
charming
go,
way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
in the
it's
British
funny.
way.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, you
want
can
to
say that.
go. You want to go to the chocolate factory, but
Yes.
do you? You don't know if you're gonna come out.
Right.
Like here's how I look at it. Gene Wilder had like the tongue-in-cheek kind of comedy when it came to the stuff. And
no,
he hit the
stop,
kids.
come back.
yeah,
When he hit the kids with his cane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And I feel like Johnny Depp tried to do it, but he was just so much more dickish about it. Can I say that on the air? I
Sure.
probably shouldn't have said that, but
That's
you know,
all right.
you know
No,
what we're
it
saying
gets the
anyway.
point
He was
across.
dickish about it. Like it came off like he was so. Entitled's not the right word, but yeah, like he was just better
very
than
full of
everybody.
himself.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
It's not that it was bad, but it just wasn't as great as Gene Wilder. in
No,
my
no,
opinion.
no, okay, no. I believe I think they came out as two very different characters because Gene Wilder was the very tongue-in-cheek, and he was just like, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna miss you," but it wasn't like that's how he was. Oh, he's getting sucked up. Well, he'll be made into taffy. Like,
Don't
that's
forget what happened to the boy who got everything he ever wanted. He
Yep.
lived happily ever after.
See, like that was very Gene Wilder, and the thing about it is Johnny Depp. He had a backstory, and it's like you knew
did.
why he was
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
though.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't think one or the other is better because I love them both, but I believe that they just had very different plays on the movie itself, on the story.
They did have different interpretations.
It's like
I
even
agree
the
with
Oompa Loompas
Yeah.
were different. It's
Well,
like
yeah,
how they
That
came
was one
about.
thing I didn't like about the new one because
I didn't
I did
either.
actually enjoy the new one. Like I liked,
yeah,
it was
I
a good
even liked
movie.
Johnny Depp. I thought he was. I mean, he did his own thing with it,
Right.
which was kind of funny at times.
I don't
like,
care.
Yeah,
Here.
Good morning, starshine.
The earth says hello.
Just looking at him like, yeah.
It was
couldn't-
good. I really did like
I
it.
couldn't
It
very
was
well
good.
watch the show from up there. Now could I, little girl?
You're mumbling again, and you probably shouldn't do that
that.
because then I can't hear a word you're saying. Let's go. Yeah, I enjoy it. I think it's like a lot of people criticize him for that. I enjoy that movie for what it was. It was doing something different. And it
Yes.
was,
Yeah.
I didn't like
It's a
the Oompa Loompas.
reinterpretation.
That's the only difference. Like I thought that was just kind of like weird. The songs kind of sucked.
I like the songs. I
Okay,
did like
all
the
right.
songs, but I'm like coming at this like such like a girl. Like I don't like that. I don't like that.
No.
But,
No, yeah, it's just
You have an opinion,
yeah.
and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
but the reason I like the songs that they were different. They differentiate. You can hear you cracking your knuckles through them.
I didn't do that. What do you- why would you crack your knuckles and blame it on me, Taylor? That is so rude. Please get back to our conversation.
But I see the songs differentiated with through every kid, though. You know, it's with Violet, like she had kind of like a little bit of like a metal theme, but then it was kind of like a
Right.
brought it back, and then it was all different.
It was.
But then
but
I think
not
the
like
Oompa Loompas themselves were just creepy.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
They,
They
were
were a
they're
little,
creepier in
very
the second
creepy.
one.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Then my brothers are deathly terrified of the ones in the first one.
Oh, really?
Deathly
Really?
terrified.
They don't like him at all.
They're terrified of them and
I
Chucky.
thought they were funny.
Them and Chucky, they're terrified.
Okay, so
of
just
Well,
Little
okay,
people.
so yeah, they're afraid of me.
I was gonna say the M word, and I
You
was
can't
like,
say
nope.
it anymore in the air.
I know. That's
You're not
why.
allowed to.
I
JR
know.
just
Well, that's
did.
not.
Yeah, I just did it. I didn't know you
Okay.
weren't allowed to do
Well,
that.
I mean, you can't. You could probably. They wouldn't. I'll say it's not the politically correct term that they like.
okay.
So.
Well, fine.
Well, they don't.
Then
They
we
don't
won't
tell
use
me
it.
anything. They just tell me not to say like the usual words. But like, I just don't want to offend.
Okay,
anybody.
then I apologize if I
Oh
offended
no,
anyone.
you didn't offend anybody. There's 12 connected listeners. That if one of them is
A
little
A little person.
Then they only go away for half a
If one of
person,
them's a
for
little
half a
person,
count.
they're gonna try
Yeah.
to. Oh no, I'm
Then
not. I'm not gonna
11
make the joke. I'm not.
I was gonna.
Then 11.5.
I'm so tempted to make one myself.
Then if one leaves, then there'll be 11.5 listening.
Oh, and there it is. There's the joke.
Oh god, that's awful.
But so right.
I'm gonna play music before we get in more trouble.
Okay, well, hi,
Okay.
Bo. Thank you for listening. Just saying.
Well, hi, Bo.
Thanks for listening, Bo. You sound awesome. Okay, we're gonna get to our music here so we can talk freely about things.
Collect
That you're not invited to.
Collect our thoughts on that note.
Let's do that.
Recompose ourselves.
Oh, this is a beautiful little number by Ludacris. It's Stand Up. I bet you remember it.
Stand up!
That's it. That's it. So you're listening to BVZ Radio, the voice of Bear.
Stand up. When I move, you move.
Just like that.
Stand up.
my heart.
Yes, Shape of My Heart by Backstreet Boys. That's a song I enjoy, but nobody else in this room did.
Just you're over there busting a beat.
I am.
Never was into it as a kid. Still
I know.
not
I
into
just it got ingrained into my head.
Well,
like,
yeah,
it was
You're
just
like doing the bob and weave dancing to it. That's the best part, right?
I was? Really?
Yes, you're doing
a
the
little
bob
bit.
and
Yeah,
weave.
Well, that's kinda
you were moving and shaking a bit.
No, that's bad. Anyway, you're listening to BVZ Radio, the voice of Baron. I'm Ryan Maloney. We're on the Retro Rush Hour with JR and Miss Lady. We
again.
should probably get through this list.
Oh,
that I
right.
have.
We're not
Yes.
done with the list.
Yes, we got sidetracked.
We'll get back to the
Annie.
list.
Yes, and all that.
There was a
Will
it's like I
Smith
said,
being a horrible father.
While we were off the air, we figured out the logic pattern because we went back and went, how did we get from, Pitbull all the way to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? But,
It's because Will Smith is a horrible father.
I mean,
Yep, that's it.
He condones his daughter being a slutty, promiscuous hoe bag.
Can we say hoe bag? We could probably say
Well,
hoe
it's
bag.
done.
It's out
Well,
there.
hey, what do you?
It's out there.
What do you till your garden with?
A hoe bag.
A hoe.
Or a hoe bag.
And you put it in a bag. Yeah.
You didn't garden much, did you?
No. God, no.
Okay.
You don't want to see my garden.
Just have Brandon spread legs.
That's all right. That's all right there, Thaler. I'll trim it for you.
It's a pussy flower.
Can you tell how mature we are here?
I feel like the movie Private Parts with Howard Stern.
God.
And fill in the blank. It is Willow. Fill in the blank.
Oh, God.
All right,
It
so
is
your list.
Pussy Willow.
Before we get kicked off here, my next song is Drake. Hold On, We're Going Home. Have you heard it?
Look it up.
I've heard it. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Not necessarily a fan.
Hold on.
I'm not a big Drake fan.
Yeah.
His newer stuff I don't like as much. No, I kind of fell off after 9 a.m. in Toronto and 5 a.m. in Dallas. I like them.
I've never heard that.
I'm just staring at you.
You don't know that. Oh, I thought that was you're an idiot. Why would you like those songs?
No, it's
That's
just
what I thought it was,
staring at you.
Please load. Come on, YouTube. Anyway,
Ray
but yeah.
Internet.
The tub.
There we go. This is it.
The beat's okay. I like the beat.
Likes
Yeah.
the beat.
Mhm. Yeah. There you go.
Hey, Macarena.
Right. That's what I'm thinking.
Don't be
kinda
proud of
what it is.
Macarena right now.
I got my eyes on you.
No.
Yeah.
No,
I've
you're not
been
about
As
it?
soon as he started talking, it got ruined.
I've heard this song several times. Not a fan of it.
Okay.
And people make fun of it all the time. I got my eye on you.
Yeah.
Is there like
That's
a
not creepy
creeper
at all.
behind
Yeah.
me?
Yes. You are being watched by Big Brother.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. That's I don't know. I enjoy that song.
Okay. Well, hey, if you like it, more power to you.
No,
I don't.
yeah. I was just curious to get your opinions on it. That's why I'm
Started
asking.
creeping
these
me
things.
out. I'm looking around me now.
Yeah.
I
Well, you
got
can shut
my
that door if you
eye
want.
on you.
Doesn't matter.
No, it started creeping on me.
Anyway, I got my. Just thinking of that song. Anyway, okay, Gorillas by Bruno Mars.
Know it. I do know it.
This isn't the Today I Don't Feel Like Doing Anything song, is it?
Yeah.
No?
We're gonna make
I mean, it might as well be.
gorillas.
Oh.
You
Yeah,
gotta play it for
that.
him.
Nope.
Play it for
All right,
no,
him.
I don't think
play
I've ever
it.
heard this.
Play it for him.
Because I don't like this song.
I
I heard this at like the MTV Awards or something we're on, and he played it, and I was like, "Is he singing about a gorilla? What?"
It kind of cracks me up. It has a good beat to it, but if you actually sit and think about the lyrics,
Yeah.
have you guys ever went to like the zoo and seen gorillas doing it, or like a
No.
monkey?
I don't think
a
I
monkey,
will. No.
like
Actually,
If
no,
I
it's
did,
not
my
that I don't
parents
think. I know I
currently
don't
ushered
want
me
to.
away.
Yeah.
monkey fondling himself. Like I'm like, there's nothing
I've seen monkeys smell their own, like, farts and stuff. That's about it.
like there's nothing appealing about a gorilla's going at it.
Yeah, already not a fan. Gotta
Just, like,
say.
you gotta like
Okay,
zoom
yeah.
into it. Like you gotta like not zoom into it, but fast forward.
Fast
through it.
forward. Okay.
Zoom into the song.
Shut up. Gonna make love like gorillas.
Yeah.
I like it.
You like it?
On a scale of 10 to 1, 10 being great, 1 being terrible, I'm gonna go with about a 0.
Yeah.
I give it about a 4. Like I'm not like in love with
Okay.
it.
Okay. Yeah, but it's just not my style. That's I get everyone has their own style. I don't knock you for liking it. I just don't like it.
I don't like it at all. No. I just I like Bruno Mars. I like Treasure.
I'm not a big Bruno Mars.
No,
yeah, me neither.
Okay, yeah. Just curious. Again, this is just for my own curiosity, really.
Even he looks funny to me. He weirds me out.
Oh, not the Macklemore song with the ceiling.
I want to hear it.
All right.
Okay,
time to put the tolerance cap on.
I'm so sorry, JR.
It's all right.
It's better than Thrift Shop.
Yeah. I like Thrift Shop.
I'm over Thrift Shop.
Yeah,
I'm
way too overplayed.
It had its day, and then the day was over.
Hey,
just like the thrift shop.
I really don't listen to that much radio though. I listen mostly to my iPod.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right.
So every time everything is about to go on decline, that's when I start listening to it.
Tina likes this one too. I still my reaction to the beat.
I like it.
Nothing against Macklemore. I'm sure he's a great artist, and he's obviously successful.
He's got the most douchebaggy haircut.
Oh, he
Everybody's
does.
calling him people with a douchebag Macklemore haircut. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, but I
You
just
look like a dum dum.
it
It was awesome in the 40s or 20s to the 40s, but now it's douchey. Stop it.
His haircut? The spike?
No.
Oh, he has a spike now.
I don't know. That's like I'm trying to picture.
He does the spike, but it's actually it's the thrift shop video. Look up thrift shop real quick.
I will.
You'll see it.
I'm not gonna play the song because I can't stand the song. But I'll look up.
Oh, come on for
No.
2 seconds.
I don't want to.
I don't think
I'm gonna pop some tags.
Yeah.
I got $20
in my pocket. I'm looking for a camera.
This is awesome.
Walk up to the club.
I'm just saying, I got the clean version on my iPod because it was 30 cents
Macklemore.
cheaper on iTunes.
Really?
'Cause it was 30 cents cheaper.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
that-
right.
The
all right.
D-bag
It's like
haircut.
shaved on the side.
Oh, I
and-
hate that.
I knew
Yeah,
Because
it
it's
is
shaved on the sides and it's like big on top. It's like stop. I
was
hate
a
when people do that.
20s
Doug
haircut.
used to do
Because
that.
with his
20s
smile,
haircut.
it
It's a
looks
20s.
like he's being douchey. Like, I'm
Yeah.
better than the rest of the
Does
world.
Does it look like the Riddler? Doesn't he look like
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah, you could say that.
Riddle me this, Batman. What up? That was bad.
No, that was good.
accent.
What was
Oh my
that?
God! The Riddler was here in the room. Ryan, where did you go? You missed him.
Oh, never mind.
Who is? Who is the Riddler?
Anyway,
Okay,
that's all I have
onward.
for those songs.
Onward.
Oh, that's it. Oh, okay. All right,
Yeah.
Well,
We still need to find my piano instrumental with a la 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 la.
Yeah, we have to figure out if you know what this song is. Tweet me at Retro Rush Hour.
Perfect.
What is? Yeah.
There's the piano instrumental, and it was about 15 seconds of the piano instrumental, and then they just had these 5 or 6 random la's in there. Shut up.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
very descriptive. Throw your phone at me. See if I care. I'm holding on to this. I'm going to put all types of bad things on your phone. All types of viruses. Are there viruses for phones?
Yes,
Probably-
there is.
Probably there are.
Yeah.
Nothing computer operating system, so.
Well, yeah, but I would assume that no one would do it because it's like, haha, I've hacked the system of phones.
Yeah. It's like, well,
people use phones more than anything else nowadays.
probably. Yeah.
True.
That kind of sucks. You probably need virus software.
Well, don't worry, Ryan. Nobody will be able to hack your phone
No.
from the Stone Age.
Nice.
no, they won't. We'll be like, oh, let's hack this one. Oh, no, it sucks. It's like a calculator.
you
Let's
still-
go to this one.
Do you still have Snake on your phone? Is that the game you have?
No,
Snake?
I had a phone. God, when was that? Probably up to 3 years ago. I had a phone
That had Snake on it?
Snake on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Let's see. Not
you can
this
enjoy
one.
Don't
that.
make fun of me.
Yeah, you're even more reason than me because not this one and not the one before, but the one before that had Snake on it. And
Okay,
that was
yeah.
it. There was no
Yeah,
downloading
I've had
new
2 phones since
games
then,
or
yes.
anything like that.
Yep.
You guys are so old.
Yeah, I know.
Snake was fun.
my day,
I think I'm gonna download that tonight and just sit there and play Snake.
you guys are so old. Playing Snake.
But you know what, though?
We
It
only
sucks.
had the Tetris and the things on my phone.
But you know what sucks though is that you can't. It's not the same because you don't have the Nokia buttons.
Yeah.
That's what made it challenging.
The buttons.
The buttons made it challenging. Now you can just click anywhere and it's gonna move.
True. Yeah.
It's very disappointing now.
Yeah. It's too easy.
Tisk. Technology making lives easy. What were they thinking?
Yeah.
It's like they wanted it to happen.
Oh.
Wait.
Now we can easily connect with one another. Oh. about that.
Yeah.
So I want you, Tay, to go off on your rant here because yes. Well, no, Jr. Hop in if you want to because you're probably part of it too. I mean, with the whole, you've been having some drama going on at your place recently.
I don't even want to talk about it. You go ahead and talk about it.
My drama, the life. I don't have the life of Pi. I have the life of Ms. Lady.
Ms. Lady.
What you do?
Okay, so I basically live with my man fellow, and since I
Mr.
do
Lockwood here.
since I do that, I rarely spend time at home. And whenever I do go home, it's kind of like, oh, I'm like, hey, roommates, what's going on, and stuff like that. And I'm fairly chill with them. But now, since I live a few hours away, I've been trying to take my stuff home. Since everybody eats finals week, we just give a I'm doing that. Yeah, a little bit of celebration, like yay.
All right.
I'm
gonna put my test right here,
right on the refrigerator. Now that happened. So I told my roommates, I'm gonna be taking some of my stuff home, and much to their surprise, I did.
You just tore the carpet right out from
I
under them.
did.
Just didn't give them any warning.
I did. It was a big surprise.
Whoa. Last week you said you were going to be taking things home, and you took things home. What are you doing?
Shocked as hell, I swear. So I took home like the utensils and that kind of stuff last week, and my clothes, my utensils, a toaster, a coffee pot, and that was it, and a crock pot. Took it home, and we used some for my niece's birthday. That's what the intent was,
Right.
And also just to get it home. So, long story short, I come back today, and I was like, I told them, my last final is on this day, so you guys won't have it for the rest of the week if you plan on staying here and packing up on the weekend. And the one girl looks at me and goes, well, you already took your stuff home. There's nothing here else for you to take.
Really? Oh, this is news to me. I didn't
Yeah,
hear.
this is new in the ongoing development.
This was the news story. So
Okay.
This was the new one.
So I just looked at her, I was like, the things you're eating with right now that your mouth is on is mine. Like, this is like,
What
there's
might
no
that be?
emotion. Wouldn't you like to know?
I just thought about it for a
Hey,
second.
I'm
I
just
was like,
saying, if
wait.
she was doing it right, I wouldn't be asking for it back.
Oh God! Innuendo.
Jokes are good.
In your endo.
Oh God!
All right, so go ahead. Getting back on track.
Yeah.
That was just pretty much it. But that's been my drama.
Well, even there was
That's the
backstory there
development.
too, because they not locked you out, but like they kind of locked the door on you the one day
without any
warning. They had, and your door's kind of like finicky as it is.
Yeah.
And then they just like you almost had to have like your one roommate Donna go as like an intermediary between like you and the other chicks or whatever. So
Well,
like
there's
it's
no
like
beef with them at all. I have no problem with them. I'm very, hey, you're being an a-hole.
Yeah.
I'll just say it
Yeah.
to your face, and like I've done it on multiple occasions so far this semester.
well, clearly they don't share in that honesty. Like
No,
clearly
it's
they're
not.
just gonna be
They
They're
would
girls.
Yeah.
They
Girls
would
are
be,
catty.
as my friend John from back home would say, they are being dumb beavers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I can't say on the radio what my feelings are, but
yeah.
because I'm very straightforward and I have the mouth of a
Sailor?
of a sailor. Yeah. of a
Once we
truck driver.
go, once we go back to the music, you could say it
Cut
all
loose.
you like.
I don't know. It's just that's the way how girls are though. Girls are catty,
Very.
so it's like I have the mentality of a guy. That's how like my
Oh.
dad and brothers always were. They're just like you talk and you say how you feel. My mother wishes I wasn't like that, but my poor little mommy.
I'll give you the perfect example. Like a week before I did it, I told my roommates that I was going to take a lot of my stuff home. I'm like,
Yeah.
if there's anything that you need me to leave, like to cook with,
Go
let
ahead.
me know. I'll leave it here. Other than that, I'm taking it home so that I don't have to worry about it when time comes.
Exactly.
Okay. And you know what happened? This big drama blew up. No, I'm kidding. Nothing happened at all. Yeah, I just took it home, and that was the end of the conversation.
That was that.
Yeah, that was.
Put a period on that one.
Yes, and done.
No, it wasn't exactly like that. The first week I took stuff home, it was the whole, I'm going to go talk to her, but none of them went and talked to me. It was, why is she taking her stuff home? Why is she taking her stuff home? Is she moving out? Does she not like us? No, I told you I'm going to pack up my crap and I'm going to take it home. It's not that I want you to use it. I asked you, do you need anything?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Then, yeah.
Yeah, and then
Then
the next
don't
week.
be mad at me when you forget to tell me that you needed something.
And then the next week, okay, does anybody else have this great debacle? Yes, debacle. About okay, kitchen stuff. Whose is whose? I even have my name written on my stuff, and
yeah.
it is you're trying to take my stuff. Does this happen? No. Does this happen in your apartments, or is this just my apartment? Am I just having the?
Well, not in mine.
We've had
Awful
confusion as to. Did you bring that up? No. Kenny, did you bring that up? Yeah, like we have that, but other than that, no.
Kenny doesn't cook, so you don't even need to ask Kenny.
Right? Yeah.
Kenny.
Because we did have that whole apples thing too. I forgot I brought them up. I was like, oh, those must be Brandon's, and then you thought they were Kenny's, and they sat there for a while. Turns out they were mine.
And I went ham on it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah, but that's how it went, and there was like no fights to be had, no words to be said. It was just whatevs. Like I'm gonna,
Yeah.
You guys eat each other's food, and
Yeah.
it's fine.
Mhm.
Ours, you go in there, it's like as soon as you bring groceries, you don't even set the dang things down. My bad.
Yeah, it's-
No, you
We've
were
said
talking
so
about the
many
Hoover
things.
Dam.
Yeah.
You set them on the Hoover Dam.
Hoover
I
Dam.
know.
Yeah. You said something like
And we were talking about dumb beavers, so beaver dams.
Yes,
It's beautiful.
obviously.
It's beautiful. Yeah. I don't know if you say Hoover Dam on the radio.
Hoover
Or can I get some
Dam.
damn
I know.
bait?
I know. How dare you say the word Hoover? That is just disrespectful.
Sorry, I was talking about your mama.
Oh, good. Well, since we want to say profane words so much, we're going to kick it back to the music so we can, and then let you guys listen to some great tunes. I don't know what this one is. Oh, okay, I know what this one is. It's Maroon 5. You're going to love it.
Oh, Lanta.
She Will Be Loved. Good song. BBC Radio, the voice of Baron.
That's Ryan Maloney.
Beauty queen of only. Now, usually I don't do this, but go ahead on, break them off with a little previews of the remix. Now, I'm not trying to be rude.
Crazy. You're listening to BVZ Radio, the voice of Baron. I'm Ryan Maloney. That's Roses by Outkast. Good song. Good song.
That it is. I like
Yes.
it a lot.
Still here with JR
Classic.
and Miss Lady. I forget what it was we were going to do.
I don't know.
I got
Well, right
caught
there,
up in the
we're,
song,
right there,
yeah.
we're talking about how you guys don't want to move back home.
Yes,
we
yes.
don't like to put it
Oh,
on the
yeah.
earphones again.
I mean, it's a little bit about the Stockholm syndrome of Baron. That does take effect. You're like, that's grown on me a little bit, just a smidge.
Yeah.
But I think for Ryan and I, the big thing is, when you go back home to live with your parents, you fall into old habits,
Yes.
old ways of doing things, and sometimes that's not for the best. What do I mind going home and seeing my parents? Absolutely not. No, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to make sure that I find a good career really quick so that I can go find my own place to live. Do that kind of thing. Be out on my own again.
And and that's fine. It's different for everybody, but
Right.
like I'm definitely like with JR on that because like I love my dad to death, but like
Yeah.
it's just when I go back in that house for any length of time, it's like I fall back into like my high school routine where it's like you go out, you come back, you kind of lay around and you do nothing. If there's nothing like immediately
If
in
there's
front of me
nothing
to
to
do,
do, yeah.
then I'm just like I just fall into a
Really?
puddle of my own. Yeah.
Well, either that or like in most cases, if I didn't have classes in the summer and I went home, it would be like a day of where I was just bored out of my mind, and then I'd find a job, I'd go do the job, I'd work myself like to death, and then come back and sleep, and then you have like no life at all,
Right.
So
Right.
there's like no happy medium, I guess, at home.
And that's why I'm actually getting my own place. Well, I'm getting a place with Harper and Kayla over in June, I suppose. And then, so I'll need a job by then.
You're living with them?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So yeah, that should be interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll have fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Play lots of chess.
Yeah. Our good friend Corey Harper, who's been on the show before, you probably remember him as the 20 questions guy. We played 20 questions on the air.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty fun. But yeah, it was. Oh, I have to tell you that story too. But
okay.
it was I'm rooming with him, and I forget where I was going with that. Was I saying something? Oh, well,
20
him and his
questions,
girlfriend.
yeah.
Yeah. But okay, so the 20 questions thing. So we had a session of 20 questions going on in this. I think I told Abel this too. So like, but yeah. So we had this 20 questions thing. The item was his wallet.
Okay.
And like I was guessing what it was. So we were playing this on the air, and I kept guessing, and I couldn't get it. I think I got it in like 17 questions, but like I was like, tweet me your responses. I need your help. So I didn't see anybody tweet at the time, but then like 3 weeks later, I was like, I haven't logged into my Twitter in a while. Checked it. Apparently somebody tweeted me during the thing. They registered as like Penis McGee or something, and they tweeted, it's a penis to me. I was like, good. Thank you,
Thank you,
for that.
Mr. Penis McGee.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, that was the story with that.
Maybe his friend Scroats McGoats will comment next
Scroats
time.
Yeah.
McGoats. There you go. That's what you need.
I'm trying to think of another one with balls, but it's just
Failure.
no.
Plus balls.
Plus balls.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Mhm. Plus balls.
That's all you
It
need
has
to
to
say.
rhyme, make it fun.
Balls McBallserton.
Balls
There
with
you go.
balls are
That's awful. Don't
Yeah,
don't
you
don't
just-
encourage that
you
one.
just
encourage that.
Don't
That was
encourage
god-awful.
that one.
That was god awful.
This is just awful. Just awful.
Taint terrific.
Yeah.
You just got it.
Yeah, tainted terrific.
Good.
Tainted terrific.
Tainted. Good.
Good times on the
Something
good
like
old
that, yeah.
BVZ radio.
We were just trying to figure out what BVZ stood for.
We're really not sure. We're pretty sure the bee's barren.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to say that.
Aren't
It's
you
a
Aren't you guys
No, you can say
tested on
crapshoot.
this? Aren't you guys tested on this? Or-
No. Of course not.
Nah, bro.
What does first question, what does BVZ stand for?
pass mulligan.
B's very
Zany.
Very z.
B's very zany radio.
Yes.
The voice of Barrett.
Ridiculousness.
I think we've run out of topics.
We
we
might
never
have.
run out of
We-
topics.
I was gonna say we can
never
find
run out of
something to talk
topics.
about. I mean, it's not that hard. All right, what were we just
That's
talking
it.
about? We're talking about going home, all that.
Just hold
So
on.
so are you guys excited? Well, I guess this doesn't quite apply to you because you still have 1 year left.
Yeah, you
but
do.
I have a year and a half. That's
Okay.
from being
That's
a
even
transfer.
worse.
That's from
Yeah.
being a transfer.
But all right, so I guess Ryan, this question is directed towards you.
Okay.
You're done after this, right?
I am.
You graduate, you walk, you go home.
That's right.
We're done.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Very bittersweet. It's
Very
like
bittersweet.
it's a very bittersweet thing. Like it's like I'm so comfortable here. Like it's just been like a thing of like if I'm having an off day, I can still come back after my classes and be like, wow, this day was awesome because like just of the people, like it's the people that you meet and like you guys and like everybody else. Like it's but then there's the same time where it's like, yeah, I'm so happy that I don't have to walk into a classroom anymore.
Right.
Like it's just
Yeah, I
it's-
realize I'm gonna have to come back for my masters at some point. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
if I'll come here, but I'm gonna have to come back for the masters. But it's
Right.
just to know that this will be under the belt and
Yes.
over and done with.
Yes. It's
do you
it's a
plan
good
on
feeling.
getting your master's over and done with quickly, or do you plan on doing it
Well,
like,
yeah.
right off the bat? Do you plan on doing?
Well, my strategy would be to find a job that I'm good at and that I like that I'll be able to tolerate. I guess is the good word for it for a couple years, so that they will pay for my masters and I won't have to worry
There
about
you
that.
go.
Mm-hmm.
That's smart. It's a smart way to do it.
I try.
What about you, Ryan? What do you plan on doing? What are your big plans for the future?
The immediate future is a bit less certain. I'm definitely going to have a job by June, whether that's standing in front of a movie theater kiosk and handing people tickets, or whether that's doing something that I legitimately love, like this. It'll be I'll be doing something. So I mean the jobs in this kind of field, radio field, are very few and far between. You need a lot of experience and stuff like that.
Well, how
so
do you
it's like-
experience it? That's the thing that's hard nowadays. Like, how do you get experience?
Well,
Getting
this
a
counts
job.
as experience. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
this counts as experience. So
Oh,
there's
that's
that. But
Well,
it's,
okay,
I mean, they usually list like 3 to 5 years, and it's like, well,
Well,
I have a
yeah,
semester.
Well, it's
Yeah.
a bit tough when you come right out of college.
Right,
So, okay.
exactly.
I must say you are a better risk taker than I am, because I would genuinely enjoy doing something like this for a job.
Sure,
but
yeah.
Seeing as how there's not much in the way of demand for it. There's only a few jobs of it, and a large supply. People that can do this a lot better than me too. I was just like, no, I can't do that. And there I go, bringing economics into everything again without even realizing it. There goes demand and
It's
supply.
true. No, it's true though. I mean, it's well, you're very logical when it comes to that thing. I mean, it's you go where where the jobs are, and I'm going in the opposite direction.
You're going where you'd like to go, though.
Yeah, well,
so
you
nothing
know.
wrong
Logic
with that.
can sit and spin. I'm kind of there with you, Ryan.
Oh, please, you're a marketing major. There's plenty of job opportunities for you.
I know, but I'm not logical at all.
Yeah.
Most
women aren't.
I lack.
This is true.
Yes.
Yes.
I am burdened by logic.
And we just went down by 5 viewers.
I'm very much burdened by logic. I will not.
He thinks we're illogical, huh? We're insulting
I'm gonna
everyone.
go yell at my husband because he said we're illogical.
yeah.
You guys just got it.
I
That's
got
the
it.
sad part.
Yeah, got it.
You
Yeah.
just got it.
Because that makes sense.
Oh, good.
That's the best part.
Yeah,
You guys just got that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
we did. Oh God. Wow, that was a good talk.
Yeah, that was a good talk. All right.
So we're gonna get to our last set of 3 songs, and then we're gonna have one more break where we might bring in our special guest, possibly.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Possibly.
Maybe. Who knows?
We're praying. Fingers crossed we get him on. So yeah, but that'll be fun. We'll say this. That'll be fun. So stay tuned for possibly a very special guest, if not a very special conversation, as it always is. But we're gonna get to our next song. It's one that you probably know and will probably tune out to as soon as you hear it. It's "Dirty Pop" by NSYNC on BVZ Radio, the voice of Baron.
I'm Beaver's very zappy.
Sick and tired of hearing all these people talk about this must be.
Alright, ready? Come on, man, that's what I do. Yo, mic check, mic check. Yeah, here you go.
BVZ Radio, the voice of Baron. That's Eminem, Encore. Good song.
Good,
song.
good. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've been listening to the Good Old Eminem.
Yeah, it's just a good, it's semi-good. I don't know, some stuff. Anyway, we have our very special guest on the air with us. We're gonna call him King Dingaling. How we doing today, sir? Oh. Is he on? Oh, maybe not.
We got him?
I don't know. We're working on it. Call hung up.
I think you.
Did I hung it? Yeah.
I think you
wow.
disconnected him.
What am I hearing? I'm hearing like music. I don't know what's going on. BVZ Radio, the voice of technical difficulty. Do you want to just call him on mine?
The voice of issues.
The voice of issues,
The
because
voice
I
of
know mine
issues.
works for a fact. We are going to have King Dingaling in a very short amount of time. Hopefully. We're going to see if we can't get him on. Yeah, I can hear the phone ringing through my headphones.
I got it.
There we
There you
are.
go.
How we doing today, sir?
I'm doing fine. Yourself?
Excellent. Always good. Always good.
Hey, tech savvy over here.
That's
Tech
right.
savvy.
Yeah, you got it. So we're here. JR actually had to leave, so we're here with Miss Lady Tay and King Dingaling. Yes, I love that name. How did you get that name, by the way?
Lots of years of experience.
Good.
Classy. Always classy, never trashy on BVZ Radio.
That's right. What did we say? Bees?
We said bees very zappy.
Bees very zappy.
Bees very
yes.
zappy.
Unless you can think of a better acronym, sir. Can you come up with one for BVZ Radio?
Well, you already told me what I was allowed to say and what I wasn't. So.
It's true.
Of course, George Carlin's name did come into it.
I read them off. I can spin them off pretty good.
You just have to keep adjusting your volume on your
I
mic.
do.
Whoop.
So I have to ask you a question, sir, about the song "Intergalactic" by Beastie Boys. Are the rumors true?
Yes.
We have. Well, why don't you tell the story, Tay?
Okay, long story short, old King over here was singing the song one day, and all of a sudden you just hear him sing. The song was playing "Intergalactic" by. Maybe you should play it on.
I should play it. Yeah.
Play it on.
Why not?
YouTube for a second, so the audience can get the full effect of the song. just so they can understand the majesty of the story.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So our good friend King was sitting here singing this song, but he didn't understand the word intergalactic was in the song.
So we're gonna play the song, and then King, we're gonna have you do your rendition of it.
We're gonna have you sing it for us.
I have to remember how it goes.
I'll help you remember if that works out.
All right, here it is. Here we go. Oh, you probably can't hear it.
That's good. We can restart it because that's all we need for the beginning.
That's right, we do.
That's all
you
We just
need for the song.
Yeah, and then if we restart it.
Oh, sure. Are we restarting it?
Oh yeah, we should restart for a second.
We'll restart it.
So
Give me a minute.
here's King sitting here singing his song, and all you hear is he's walking around on a nice summer day. Go ahead, King. Sorry. Near.
It's at first I thought you knew the name of the song, and because they do say intergalactic in there.
Don't always believe what you're told.
I don't. This is all just hearsay to me.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh God, I'm glad. I'm glad we got a chance to do this. So tell us too about you have been to so many concerts that I've heard about, like just from Tay alone.
And this
like,
is the Retro Rush Hour.
This is the Retro Rush Hour. So I figure if there's anything you'd like to share about your mass concert experience. I mean, how many shirtless, topless women you've probably seen in your day?
Babies.
Yeah.
None, I never looked.
But can you talk a little bit about that? Like where you get the tickets and how can you hook us up? Like,
Well, you have to have connections in high places in some instances.
True.
Most of the time, just buy them, really.
Okay.
And then the cool thing is, some of the places you go to, if you tell little white lies, you can actually scoot up to the front.
Ah.
Yes.
I was a pawn in that piece.
I had a person that, let's say, won tickets off a radio station, and the security guard was stopping us from trying to go up there. And I said, well, I'm kind of a responsible person. Their parents had asked me to watch after. So I talked my way into being 10 rows from the stage, probably.
And what concert was this?
I don't remember if we went and who we saw that time. I think it was Nikki Sixx was one.
Motley Crue?
And it might have been the Motley Crue. Yeah, it was the Motley Crue show.
Okay.
Nikki Sixx.
Very cool. Very cool. Oh man.
Yeah, so we've done that on several occasions.
Sure, yeah. And so I'm thinking back in my head to like all the names that I've heard. So like Aerosmith,
Def Leppard,
Elton John,
REO Speedwagon. He's seen Def Leppard
check
with.
that one out. Check this one out. Elton John in Wheeling, West Virginia.
Yeah.
Plays for the Queen.
Yeah. That's funny.
What was it? Def Leppard with the 2-armed drummer and then the 1-armed?
Yes, I saw the first time he had 2 arms, the second time he had 1.
Oh, wow. That's legendary, man. Oh, God. What else?
There's been a few.
Yeah, there's several.
There was a bunch.
Several.
Cheap Trick was another.
Cheap Trick, right? Okay.
Good
Kiss.
Kiss
All
was
good
another
bands. Like, these are phenomenal bands. I'm always in awe.
AC/DC. Ted Nugent was the first one I ever saw.
Okay. That must have been interesting.
The Motor City Madman.
very interesting. And then he got a little more political as he got older.
Yeah, yeah. Seems like it. Seems like it.
He put on a concert in Pittsburgh, and it was all right.
Yeah.
It was all right. I liked it, but
Oh yeah, I don't mind the music. Certainly.
he is not afraid to line his stage with his political views.
Yeah. To
I
say
believe
the
the
least.
first time I saw him, he comes swinging out in a white loincloth.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
That's pleasant.
A little bit of scrote right in your face.
I was gonna say you turn your back and there's topless women, and then you turn in your front of
and
the stage and there's
ball
Ted
sweat.
Nugent
Close my
balls.
eyes and look forward.
Oh, good.
And there's genitalia.
genitalia.
Male genitalia.
Good.
Getting slapped in the
Yeah.
face with that.
What else?
There's a lot of good bands. I don't know. The bands anymore, it seemed like the old ones always stuck together and kept playing and playing
Sure.
year after year.
Sure.
And the new ones, it's like one-hit wonders.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was Journey?
Journey.
Journey was good.
Yeah. That was.
Yeah,
and
Journey
did
was
you
real
see
good.
them with Steve Perry then?
Yes.
Okay. That's pretty cool. I mean, nothing against the new guys or anything, but like the
No, no.
the new guy
Rush-
Philippine?
Rush was real
maybe Rush. Yeah, for sure.
good. Yeah.
Awesome drum set.
Yeah.
Living in the limelight
Yeah.
this.
Neil Peart. Oh man. Yeah, we were just talking about Rush earlier. Since this is
The cars were neat.
sure.
Oh,
yeah.
the cars would have been great.
Oh man. They're all I've got tonight.
No, it just seems
Boston.
to me that the bands don't stick together now like they used to. It's just, I don't know.
No, it's true. Yeah, I'm trying to think of who broke up. Well, I mean, Guns N' Roses, perfect example.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you have also Axl Rose is the biggest douchebag
He is.
in,
Oh my god.
in music history.
We were talking about him the one week, how he literally, like, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame offers him. I don't know if you've heard this, King, but like how he refused the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing. He was like, "Nah, I'm good because I don't want to play with all my old bandmates." It's like,
Yep.
wow.
That's crap.
Yeah. Just,
I mean, that's how he made his money to start with. That's how I looked at it. But
yeah. Yeah, it's true.
It's pretty much like that, but then, you know, you still have the good bands, though. I can't believe Aerosmith lasted as long as they did. And the best part is they didn't end up breaking up, though. They just all like pretty much like, we're done, we're retiring.
Yeah. Yeah. That's oh god. Steve-
I love
there's going to be
Steven
another
Tyler.
crew tour.
The final
Nice.
tour. The final tour.
Guys going?
They're neat to watch.
It's
The
a
ones that still cracked me up, though, and I never saw them, was the Rolling Stones.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, the Stones.
They- I-
Because it's like Keith Richards gets younger instead of getting older.
She's like a rainbow.
They-
I can
yeah.
quote these, and I'm not even like, I'm not 25 or anything.
Yeah.
I
Well,
listen
and
to
it's.
this.
I think they went on tour or something recently, but that's probably expensive, like you'd never believe. I mean,
The one I wouldn't have mind seeing would have been when Led Zeppelin could have had a chance to go back together.
yeah,
Get the lid
Yeah.
out.
that would have been
Well,
incredible
Yeah, that would have been pretty pricey, I would think, too.
for sure. For sure.
I still like the Elton John. You know, if there was one concert that I would never regret, it was the Elton John.
Yeah. Well, you talked about how he like flew over the stage or whatever, like not
No,
literally,
he didn't,
but
well, like he was just like he was everywhere on the stage. You know,
Yeah.
there wasn't a bad place in there.
Yeah.
You know, you got to see everything, and everybody was all around. You know what I mean? It was like there was not a focus area. You know, if you if you bought the $300 ticket right in front of him or the $1,000 ticket right in front of him, it was no different than getting the $75 ticket behind him.
sure.
Yeah,
Giggity.
He made sure he kept, everybody was in tune with the whole thing that was going on, which was kind of neat. You know, and you're looking at where I saw him at, you're looking and it's like, holy smokes, this guy's played for the Queen.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah, he
here
does
he
play
is
for
in
his
the middle
he
of
does
nowhere.
play for his boyfriend every night on his knees.
Oh god. So many people to offend. So
Yeah,
little
still
time.
time. We already
So
said
easy.
midget, so
Yep. We did do that. Says just check them off the list. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
might as well say it now. Red Engine. There we go. Check that off too.
Good.
How many more can we do?
I'm gonna cut it short before we do any more. I'm gonna get kicked off.
The pun intended.
All right. Well, we're probably going to transition into our last song here. So this will be our last break. We're going to do our last song. Just remains me to thank all of our guests, JR, who had to leave prematurely.
That story was like
Heard that about him.
Miss Lady, and of course, King Dingaling. Thank you both so much for coming on.
it's a
Thanks for having
pleasure.
me on.
Yes,
It's a
anytime.
pleasure. Thank you.
All right.
So follow me on Twitter at Retro Rush Hour. Check out the playlist at grooveshark.com/Retro Rush Hour. Get a sneak peek at our last show, next week's playlist. I'm going to leave you with Daft Punk, One More Time. Great song. BVZ Radio, the voice of Baron.
That's right, Maloney.
Thanks for listening.